On the news headlines this hour, family shuns late Wigwe's church releases burial program. Abuja loses 250 megawatts as vandals destroy TCN tower. Canadian serial killer's eligibility for parole angers victims' families. And on sports, I'm ready for return to Super Eagles, Maduka Okoye. On entertainment, mother of Kano TikToker protests daughter's treatment at psychiatric hospital. Good day, thanks for joining us on Leadership TV News. I am Cynthia Onwado. See, for last-minute changes, the City of David Parish of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG in Lagos, will not play any visible role in the funeral rites of the late Group Chief Executive Officer of the Access Holdings PLC, Herbert Wigwe, who died on board a chopper in the US on February 9th. Wigwe, who was an active member of the influential City of David Parish of RCCG, died alongside his wife, first son, a friend and former chairman of NGX, Abimbola Ugubanjo, and crew members in the crash. However, in the program of events released by the Wigwe family on Wednesday, the City of David Parish of RCCG was conspicuously missing. Not a few were surprised with the turn of events because they believed the church should feature as one of the venues of the funeral rites. According to the program, the funeral rites for the Wigwe's will commence with a tribute to Herbert Wigwe's professional legacy at the Echo Hotel in Lagos on March 4th, 2024. Separate ceremonies to honor Wigwe's wife Chizoba and son Chizi are scheduled for March 5th at the Echo Hotel in Lagos, followed by a night of tributes on March 6th at the same venue. On the 7th of March, a combined service of songs will take place at the RCCG Resurrection Parish, Lekki, followed by a Christian waykeeping at Wigwe University, Isiokpo, Ikwere local government area of Rivers State. On March 9th, 2024, the funeral and private interment service for the three Wigwe's will be held. And now the chairman and chief executive officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA Brigadier General Muhammad Marwa, retired, has commended the British government for offering to undertake the provision of headquarters, houses and personal accommodation for the marine units of the anti-narcotics body at the Echo Atlantic City Beach. The NDLEA boss, who gave the commendation while performing the groundbreaking ceremony to signify the commencement of the project facilitated by the UK Home Office International Operations, HOIO, assured that the agency will continue to live up to the expectations of Nigerians and its international partners. Worried by the increasing rate of road crashes involving overloaded trailers and lorries, the Co-Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps, FRSC, Dow W, has urged Corps commanders to go after trailers loaded with human beings and animals plying the highways. The Corps Marshal gave the directive at the first quarter of the strategy session with commanding officers at the headquarters of the FRSC in Abuja on Wednesday. He said, "Our analysis reveals that vehicles carrying animals, goods, and people, interstate buses, and mass transit system remain significant contributors to road accidents and fatalities." The Senate has approved a request by President Bola Tinubu to sack the Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, Barrister Babatunde Irukera. In a letter read at the Senate plenary on Wednesday by the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, the President stated that he was demanding the sack of Irukera based on inefficiency. Leadership reports that the communication to the Senate was an afterthought as President Tinubu had earlier in January announced the removal of Irukera with immediate effect, despite having few months remaining in his second and final term in office. According to the FCCPC Act, The president needs the approval of the National Assembly to sack the executive vice chairman of the commission. And now, bulk power supply flexibility and volume of power into Abuja has reduced by 250 megawatts following destruction of Tower 70 along the Transmission Company of Nigeria's 330 kV Gwagwalada Katampe transmission line in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT). This Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN), which said the vandalized tower is now standing precariously on the ground, revealed that the incident occurred on Monday, February 26, 2024 at about 11:32 p.m. According to a statement signed by the TCN General Manager, Public Affairs Ndidimba on Wednesday, at the set time of the incident, the Gwagwalada Katampe transmission line had tripled at Gwagwalada Transmission Substation, and trial reclosure by TCN operators failed, necessitating a physical patrol of the line. And now the possibility of Canada's most notorious serial killer, Robert Pickton, going on parole has drawn outrage from the families of his victims. Pickton, now in his 70s, claims to have killed 49 women on his farm and fed them to his pigs. The families of victims say they are disgusted by the fact he has aged into parole eligibility. He was jailed for life without the possibility of parole for 25 years in 2007. But a Canadian law means prison sentences can only be served concurrently at the same time rather than consecutively, one after the other. This means Pickton is now eligible to apply for day parole and can apply for full parole from 2027. He can apply for one every 2 years, although the gravity of his crimes means that it's unlikely any parole board will ever free him. Pickton, also known as the butcher and the pig farmer killer, is yet to send a request for a parole hearing, and it is expected that he will be denied if he did so. Pickton made international headlines in February 2022 when Canadian police issued a search warrant on his pig farm in Port Coquitlam, British Columbia, for firearms offenses, only to find he had carried out more grisly crimes. Inspectors found items belonging to numerous missing women in the BC area, and after excavation of his farm that cost over $70 million, they discovered evidence of dozen murders. Next month's international friendly match between Nigeria's Super Eagles and world champions Argentina has been called off. No official statement has been made by the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) over the cancellation of the high-profile friendly game slated for March 26, 2024 in Los Angeles, USA. According to BBC Sports report, the cancellation was a result of the short time to process visas for the Nigerian delegation. The friendly game between the Eagles and Argentina was initially scheduled to hold in China, but was also cancelled. Still on sports news, Super Eagles of Nigeria goalkeeper Maduka Okoye has disclosed his readiness to return to the national team setup after his self-imposed exile, Vanguard reports. Okoye had been away from the team after facing social media attacks following his performance at the Africa Cup of Nations 2021 in Cameroon. A second-half error by the goalie condemned Nigeria to a 1-0 loss to Tunisia in the second round. Now with Udinese in the Serie A and a return to form, Okoye believes it is time to resume representing the green and white of Nigeria. I am very well now. I feel 100%. The national team is an important thing for me, and I want to return as soon as possible. It was hard watching the AFCON from home, but this is football, Okoye said as per own goal, Nigeria. The goalkeeping position has been a cause of concern to football-loving Nigerians since Vincent Eyama hung his gloves. But Stanley Nwabali's heroics in Cote d'Ivoire, Okoye's return to form, and the national team, alongside Otto Okonkwo's availability, means a stiff competition for the number one spot a development Nigerians are looking forward to. And now on entertainment, the controversy surrounding the arrest and trial of Kano-based social media influencer Murja Kunya has taken another turn, with her mother Hadizatu Kubra rejecting what she perceives as inhumane treatment of her daughter at the Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital in Kano. Murja Kunya, currently in the custody of the Kano State Hisba Board, a Sharia enforcement arm of the state government, was ordered by a Sharia court to undergo medical evaluation at the government-owned hospital before her impending trial. The controversial TikToker faces charges of indecency, public nuisance, and promoting prostitution preferred against her before the Sharia court by the Hisba board. But speaking on the development, Murja's lawyer, A.U. Haji, berated the hospital for allegedly attempting to administer an unidentified substance to his client without informing her about her health status, describing the action as a violation of her human rights. Leadership gathered that Murja has been combative and resistant to treatment by healthcare personnel, further complicating her situation. The court hearing resumes on May 20, 2024, only after the completion of the psychiatric evaluation of the TikToker as ordered by the trial judge. On that note, we end the news on Leadership TV. For more of our news stories, you can log on to the website www.leadership.ng. Many thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last word.